Hey Zalivers, this is SuperZombGBBQ, and today we have got one thing to discuss, actually many things, but the one major point is Elimination Chamber. It happened last night, and the effects may be felt up until WrestleMania. Funny that. WrestleMania. But did SuperCard spoil it? A little bit. Maybe. We'll find out more later on. They've actually given me an official response to the Money in the Bank home screen, which is here. Not to mention Clash of Champions being Clash of Champions again. But first of all, we're going to start some King of the Ring awards right now. Whoa, what is going on? Oh my god, it's worse than I feared. The like button's Mexican cousin, El Lyco, has paused the video and he's hijacking it. I can't. You know what that means? That means not enough of you have liked this video. I need your help. If you haven't done it already, maybe you forgot. Now's the time to do it. Let's go. I'm going to give you guys, let's start from 3. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Let's get on with this thing. And you? I ain't done with you, man. I ain't done with you. Why do I feel like time just stopped? In the comments down below, whilst I get these King of the Ring awards, ladies and gents, I would like to know who you think are going to be the champions at WrestleMania. WWE and Universal Champions. You can give the women's championships if you want, but I think we know that that's going to remain pretty much the same. Let's claim this. King of the Ring awards come in. It's Io Shirai. I think that is another female pro. Are you kidding me? Absolutely unreal. Talk about the women's division as it was right then. I swear this game listens to every word I say. But before you choose your champion, be careful. You might be making the biggest mistake of your life. Okay, maybe not your life, but it's a pretty big mistake, okay? If you're gonna pick any champion, you have to pick Kale from Raid Shadow Legends. This dude is the Charmander of Raid. We all know we chose Charmander instead of Squirtle and the other one. It just makes sense. He's carried my roster through the sprawling campaign on all 3 difficulties and is my first choice for pretty much every dungeon. Plus, he's a dark elf. I mean, he screams awesomeness without moving his lips.
That's awesome.
His acid rain and disintegration attacks take out wave after wave of enemies. Not to mention his strength against the clan boss, but he is vital if you want to stand a chance against him early on in the game. And a new feature called the Doom Tower has just arrived to take the gameplay to another level, and he's always going to be my first choice. 120 floors of terror, 12 killer bosses, and secret challenge rooms to boot. But with over 500 champions, there's someone for everyone. Like Hordin, who is an absolute beast at dealing damage out to the enemy. This man is not just good at one-on-one combat, he can take out an entire squad in just a couple of rounds. He's like a walking, shiny armored cheat code with inbuilt self-healing and the ability to give himself an extra turn, which makes him the perfect kind of partner for someone like Kale. So download today using the special link in the description or the comments. And as a brand new player, you're gonna get yourself an extra bag of goodies, including a key to fight the clan boss, some energy refills, an XP booster, 5 mystery shards, 50 gems, and 50,000 silver. What, there's more? Oh yes, you also get the epic champion, Shaman. Tasty! The rewards will end up in your inbox, but you have 30 days to get them, so don't wait up. And a huge thanks to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video. You gotta admit, for a last minute thing, that transition was pretty cool. Let's get some TBG awards. We literally just won this TBG. Just a little story for you, just whilst we're waiting. It's not to waste time. Just want to tell you about it. We were facing someone who had one more attack to do in the last 10 minutes, and they lost that attack. Otherwise, we would have lost. Let's go. No, it's terrible. But hey, we get super coins off the back of it. That is the main thing, and no pros, just a bunch of training fodder. But honestly, they could have probably had it, and I wouldn't really have cared all that much. Anyway, we're going to move on to Money in the Bank, because this showed up over the weekend as we wait for Clash of Champions to finish, which is about 3 hours away at this point. This popped up. I will warn you now, we're going to start talking about some Elimination Chamber spoilers. So I'm going to give you guys 5 seconds, and if you don't want to hear these, then you probably want to fast forward about 2 minutes, and we should be done. All right? Well, Miz is WWE champion. Now, this Obviously, is a big talking point because for some reason, Bobby Lashley got in Drew McIntyre's business after he won Elimination Chamber in the main event, and you guys know what happened next if you watched it. If you didn't, then you've just been told what happened. Miz came out, cashed in, boom, new WWE champion, and it looks like The Miz is getting his wish of main eventing at WrestleMania. We also know that Edge is facing Roman Reigns at WrestleMania now, so we've got the whole card pretty much sorted, apart from Fastlane coming up, but we all know that's just going to be a formality at this point. And the only reason that Fastlane exists is because Mania got delayed by about 2 weeks. So was this a leak or a tease? Well, I reached out to WWE SuperCard themselves and asked their new community manager about the possibility that this could have been a leak or a little mess up from them, and the response I got was that actually this is a change for them going forward. The first response was that they've decided to start updating Money in the Bank as a landing page based on current events. And this one is just featuring 2 superstars who just happen to have notable Money in the Bank moments. For example, Carmella having won Money in the Bank technically twice, even though it was once, but she technically did 2. If you take James Ellsworth out of the situation. And now The Miz has successfully cashed in for the second time, that makes him only the second person in history to do that. For him and Edge, which actually brings me to the point that they could have built upon that. Edge and Miz both being opportunists would have been perfectly fine for me for them to do that. And the sweet irony of it being Edge versus Roman Reigns, and then Edge wins, for example, and The Miz then cashes in on him, that would have been pretty something. But it's not going to happen now. We've got a new WWE champion. I wonder if Drew McIntyre is going to face The Miz, or are we going to get something else? I can't wait to see Miz's face when he finds out that Brock Lesnar's back. Let's be honest, otherwise the game's been pretty quiet. But this was a big mention. Although this week, we got the pretty much almost the end of the Super Pass, and of course, Giants Unleashed is back. Oh, and Royal Rumble Fusions. But talking about Clash of Champions, let's get to the rewards. I'm going to fast forward a couple of hours. We're going to see where we ended up. Give me this one time, because I'm not going to be able to do this again without you thinking I'm really weird. Okay? And back! The rewards are coming through! Yes, I did it, and it's totally not weird, creepy, or childish. Let's do it! Rewards, baby. We finished in a pretty dreadful place, but I was going to say, I don't like Clash of Champions. I've not held back about how I feel about Clash of Champions. I don't like it. I just disagree with the mode entirely. I think it's a massive credit drop, and it's just unnecessarily difficult. But let's get my Hurricane and see what it looks like, baby. I'm still happy I got it. It's still the freaking Hurricane. It's still an image. It's still great. I'm sure the card's still gonna rank up there with a decent couple of... We'll try it out. I think it's gonna reach around about the same as a full heroic. Maybe slightly less a half heroic. But it's gonna be a tag card. Let's be real. If I wanted the main card, I'd go for the Rock. Let's go. Claim it. Oh, let me know in the comments. Like I said, who the champions you think will be at WrestleMania. Also, who you went for in Clash of Champions. It's the Hurricane coming through to the deck.
Coming through.
Hey, 69. Nice. I would have his charisma above the Rock's just purely because it'd be funny. But let's be honest, he's never going to be more charismatic than Dwayne. Let's go. Lock it in. And he's got that reversal, or as I call it, the no you. Because he literally is just throwing an Uno card at the person. Let's go see what the stats look like. 1129. Not the best. Let's have a look at some of the rankings very quickly. I can tell you that the #1 place card, which is a different subject entirely, looks like this. And that is a pretty epic rock. It's a big rock. Huge rock. Huge rock. Team, again, just like me, are not exactly in love with this game mode, so we just kind of chilled. I got a second highest, no, third highest, because Ben with Jammin just went freaking wild. This guy's got a crazy Hurricane card. So let's go and just check it out. Let's stop talking. You know how I got that Io Shirai earlier from King of the Ring? Only when I'm pulled are off the board. It's leveling time. Let's go train Isaiah Swerve Scott. And that's level 100. So already he's a pretty powerful boy without having any of his games done. God, he's already better than Dominic at F3. He's got equipment on. This guy hasn't even got equipment on yet. Let's put some good equipment on him. That's what I think we should do. We're going to put on the Royal Rumble equipment, Charisma, Speed, and Charisma on the Hurricane. So he's going to be a really powerful card, okay? Then we're going to chuck him in to the Performance Chamber or Performance Center. I call it Chamber because you're basically waiting to unlock stuff. Let's go to Men's Royal Rumble. Chuck him in. 400 creditos. There we go. Oh, he is a powerful boy. He is a powerful, powerful boy. So he is not put in to any of the decks yet. He beat Seth Rollins in Charisma, even though he's got a crazy amount of speed. Crazy amount of speed. But the big question is he as good as John Cena or better than John Cena, who's a full heroic? Let's go to Momentum. Let's take out Seth Rollins and let's put in the Hurricane. And we can see that he is better than John Cena in toughness, speed, and almost in charisma. So let's see overall, though, how it measures. He's not as good as a full heroic, but he is not far off. So that's pretty good. I think if this was maxed in charisma, he'd be better than John Cena. But for now, I'm happy with this. He's just about the same. He beats him in toughness and speed for anyone who's got power and charisma on him. So he's good at least in 2 stats. And I haven't checked him against Seth Rollins, but he was already better than Seth Rollins in charisma. So he's probably going to kick his ass in the other 2 stats. There we go. Hurricane done. I'm happy with what I got because it's still gonna be good for now. And if you think about it, WrestleMania ain't too far away. In fact, keep your ears to the ground, people, because you might just be seeing something about that soon. I'll see you later. Like, subscribe to keep away El Lyco. Peace out. Later.